Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari ST A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of Atari ST games, some which I grew up with and some which are new to me. Today is one of the latter. Today we're looking at Helter Skelter, which was a 1988 release by an early form of a company called the Assembly Line. We've come across them a few times on this series before. They were also responsible for Interphase and eMotion and Vaccine, and also the ST port of Xenon 2 Mega Blast as well, so that wasn't just a Bitmap Brothers production. So Helter Skelter was originally released in 1988 and published by Audiogenic, and then it was re-released in 1990 with a few enhancements. So there were things like, I think there was some music during gameplay, there was a new title screen and a few other bits and bobs as well, but otherwise it was the same game. It was pretty well received at the time of its original release. ST Action very much liked it. They gave it like 80 something, I think. And even the notoriously stingy ST Format gave it a fairly positive review as well. Granted, it was like about 100 words of positive review in a sort of budget price roundup, but they still gave it 75%, which was uncommonly generous for ST Format at the time. Anyway, let's go play Helter Skelter. Okay, here we are with Helter Skelter from the Assembly Line, who were known as ASL at the time, which was short for the Assembly Line, not Age, Sex, Location. This version that we got here, this is the original 1988 release of Helter Skelter. The one that came out 2 years later in 1990, this had a slightly more, well, it had a slightly better title screen, among other things. I believe it also had music and a two-player mode as well. Let's have a go. I'm not super familiar with this game, but I did have a quick go earlier just to get an idea of what it's all about and how it works and so on. And it's basically a single screen platformer, I guess you'd call it. And the aim is to destroy all of the enemies. And you do that by controlling this bouncing ball. And the way that you defeat the enemies is you have to bounce on the one with the yellow arrow on the top of it. Because if you don't hit that one, it will split into two smaller enemies, which will make your task a little bit more difficult. The controls in this take a little bit of getting used to. Because there's a lot of momentum on your control for starters, and also the bouncing control is pretty difficult, because what happens is when you press the fire button you will fall quickly, and that will make you more likely to, well, that basically means you hit the floor harder and thus will be able to bounce higher. And that takes a lot of getting used to, because it's very easy to play this kind of assuming that you're just going to have... Let's get that time update there. Oh, God. Yeah, it's very easy to play this kind of assuming that you're just going to be using a conventional jump button. Oh, God, so much momentum. Whereas really it's all about timing, and you need to press the button in mid-air rather than... when you're on the ground, as you would in a more conventional platform game. I'm gonna run out of time again. Yeah, the challenge in this really is about just staying in control. And mastering exactly how to get your character moving where you want them to be. Now you'll notice when we destroy an enemy that has the yellow arrow on top of them, one of the smaller enemies actually turns back into a larger one, which means that they can then split if you hit them at the wrong time. So you've got to be really careful not to get yourself into a sort of endless loop. There's so little time. Right, let's try that again. Now we have a better feel for it. You need at least 100,000 points to get on the high score table. Right, so this first level's dead easy. Because all you got to do is, well, hit the ones you're supposed to. And I'm failing at doing that. Good job, me! The fact the level resets when you lose a life doesn't help matters. Now, I would assume that collecting all the letters of the word extra will reward you with an extra life, but I've never done that because this game has the rather frustrating mechanic where if you collect a letter you've already got, you'll erase that letter from your collection. So that's nice. Oh god, I can't. I just can't. Right, come on, let's get down here. Bounce over them, get him, and get him. There we go. Finally completed a level. Right. This one, in theory, actually is easy because it's very difficult to land in the wrong place. There we go. Huge bonus for that one. Right, this one that we were having serious difficulties with. Right. So there's that one. Then we need to go and get the snake up there. I think the order's the same each time, so in theory you can learn these levels. But with the bouncing physics going on, that's obviously where a lot of the challenge comes from, because it's very easy once you're hurtling out of control in this game, it's quite hard to get back under control again. Oh, there's just not enough time on this level to do all this shit. I actually did much better at this earlier, but then thinking about it, I think the reason I did better is on that stage I managed to get a power-up which immediately skips you to the next level, which, as it so happens, we can see up in the top left corner there, and now it's gone. But yeah, if you see that sort of fast-forward icon, that immediately takes you to the next level. And so obviously on difficult stages like that third one, that's a real godsend. It's also pretty good generally because it usually means you can get a much bigger time bonus than you'd have if you'd finished the level normally. Oh god. Oh, this one's easy, he says, because you can't land in the wrong place. No, no, no. Oh, piss. I both like and hate this game. It's a really nice concept, and I've always liked sort of single screen kill everything games. And I really like the idea of doing it with a bouncy ball. It's just the controls are so tricky in this, and the time limits are so tight. Then once you get to this stage, it's kind of difficult to find it super enjoyable, really. Which is a shame because it's presented really nicely. These graphics are really nice, and the fact it's all sampled sound is really cool. A relative rarity on the Atari ST due to the weakness of the sound chip, but was always welcome when you came across a game that had a fully digitized soundtrack. This is impossible. This is literally impossible. Alright, come on. You just gotta not hit any of the big ones down at the bottom, and that's so difficult to do. Right, get you. Oh, How is this a thing anyone can do? Right, bounce over them carefully. No, that's not being careful, is it? Oh, God. Just waste so much time getting that first enemy that it's just impossible to get any of the others in a timely fashion. There's got to be a way to do that. Got to be a way to do that. I think this is one of those games where you've just got to try your best not to panic. Because as soon as you panic, you're going to start hitting disaster. So just a bit of calmness. What does that do? Oh, that's nice. That means you can hit any of them. Alright, so that's one to look out for. Right, come on. Gently. Oh! It's the thing I need! And I panicked! I panicked and now it's gone! I hate my life! Oh, freeze the timer! Yes! It's like the game is taking pity on me. For being terrible. But not enough. Oh my god, I suck so bad! Right. Carefully. Gently. Bouncy, bouncy. Get the snaky snake. That's it. And bouncy, bouncy. Get the... No. 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 Incorrect. Oh! Piss! I can't... What I was saying at the start about getting used to the bouncing controls, turns out you can get too used to them. Which mean... fuck! Which makes it very difficult to actually land. And there we go. So if you time it by hitting the button as you hit the floor, that will basically stop your bouncing immediately. That is a technique worth mastering. Right, bounce over there. No. Right, bounce up here. Okay, this is... Don't panic. Don't panic. No, you're panicking. Oh, this is so annoying. Right, land. Oh, I know I can do this. It's just... It's one of those games where you can just... like, you know what you have to do, but actually doing it suddenly and inexplicably becomes the most impossible thing in the world. I actually got quite a long way when I played it earlier on because I got to skip level 3. Right, come on. Let's do this. So, bounce on that one. Get that and freeze the timer for a moment just to give us a little bit more breathing room. And then bounce in there. Lovely. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, not bad. Right, get back under control. Gentle bounce here. Get that one. Oh, yes. Yes, come on. Not enough time! Oh, I hate this game. Stop bouncing! I wanted to show you so much more of this game, because I think it's a really cool idea. And there's so many levels, but level 3 is just death. Constant, never-ending death. Right, gently does it. Except not too gently, because you'll run out of time then. Right, that one. And the snake. And the... Oh, why me? Alright, that's a good start. Okay, nice. Alright. Oh no, 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 no! Almost genuine tears then. This might be the most frustrating game I've ever played. I've played a fair few frustrating games, but this is something else. Right, don't panic. Calmly, just calmly. Calmly bounce over there. There we go. That's fine. That's all good. Right, gently bounce. No! That's not being calm, I know. Right, up here. Get this little fuck. No! Oh! The time limit was just a little less idiotically tight. And if they did something slightly less annoying if you hit them when they didn't have the arrows on their heads, that'd be great. Right, come on, no! I never wanted to be one of those angry gamers. But, you know, some games just bring out the worst in you. Oh, come on. Right, land. Land. Oh, I hate this so much. I don't want to hate it though, that's the frustrating thing. I don't want to hate it because it's charming and it's got cool digitized sound and it's got lovely little pixel art aliens and right, this time. This is the one. Because you just know if and when I do successfully manage to pull this off, it's going to be when I only have one life left. Oh, piss. Oh, I can't accept this. I'm not accepting this. I refuse to let this game beat me. No, no, error. Alright, that one. And that one. Right, so hit the button slightly before you land. Appears to be the most reliable means of stopping yourself bouncing. He says, inadvertently triggering a huge bounce. No. Oh no, we're having trouble on this one now. Right, chill the fuck out, Pete. There we go, done. Breathe. Okay, this one is fine. It's not difficult. It can't be difficult. It's level 3. It's level 3. Level 3 in a game can't be ridiculously impossibly difficult, can it? Can't possibly be. That would be terrible game design. That was stupid. That was my fault. I'll give you that one. That was my fault. Alright, again. Carefully. And bounce. Bounce again. Alright, slow down. Carefully get that one. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's under control. It's under control. Freeze them in place. Oh my god! Oh my actual fucking god! Why is it? I can stop bouncing when I don't want to stop bouncing, but anytime I actually do want to stop bouncing, I go flying off into the air and become uncontrollable. That's it. I think it probably does say something about this game that I'm still playing it, despite everything. Right, you. No. And you. Come on. It's always the last two. The fact the timer starts before you start moving is a bit harsh as well. Right, land. It's okay. It's okay. It's under control. Get this one. Right, that one. That one. Come on! Oh, you've done it! With 0.1 seconds to go! Oh. Applause, please. Anyone who watched through all of that, I salute you. I really do. Uh-oh. Yeah, this one's actually surprisingly tough. Because once you fall down the bottom there, it's very hard to get back up again. And we're out of lives. I'm going to have one more try at this before I have a brain aneurysm. Right. Down there. It's fine. Bounce over him. Bounce over him. Get him. And you come in. And then you come in. And then done. Lovely. Alright. Again. Calmly. Calmly just bounce over here. Just gentle bounce. Gentle little bounce. There we go. Done. 12.7 seconds. It's loads of time. Right. Now level 3. Level 3 is not a problem. Level 3 is fine. Level 3 is right at the beginning of the game, so why should it present any sort of problem whatsoever to an accomplished pro gamer like me? Right, it's we'll just forget that happened. It's fine. We all make mistakes. Even the most consummate professionals Sometimes have to do multiple takes of things. It's fine. It's not a problem. Ooh, there's an extra 10 seconds. That might actually help. It sure would be great if the controls did what I told them to. Stop! Alright, and you, and you, and you, and you. No! Oh, God. Why am I doing this to myself? Right, you. Then, no! No! Oh. Well, there's the extra time again. So it's not the end of the world. Right, just land there. Get him. And then him. And then him. And then him. And then, no. And then him. And then him! Oh. Done it. We got 3 lives left this time. Right, watch this. That's not what I wanted you to watch. How? There's actually no way of getting back up there. There really isn't. And once you're down at the bottom, you actually can't get back up again. Because the gaps are too small to get the ball through. So this one, you've got to do perfectly. Otherwise, fuck you, that's why. Right, plenty of time though. Plenty of time. Right. Oh! Oh, oh no! Right, come on. Get back under control. Under control. Oh, you can get back up there. But not with enough time left. Okay, gently does it. Gently does it. Right. Little bounce. Gently does it. Little bounce. No! Stop moving sideways. Just bounce. Big bounce. Not big enough. Oh, I think this might be the end of our adventure. So that's Helter Skelter from the assembly line. If you would like to make yourself more angry than you have ever been in your entire life, you should play this. No, I jest. Despite everything, it's quite a fun game. But it's just, once you get to that point where you're messing things up and you're getting frustrated, you end up wrestling with the controls and making it more difficult for yourself. And once you get yourself into that state, it's very hard to get yourself back out of it again. So yeah, this is definitely a game for when you're feeling particularly zen, shall we say. And evidently not what I should be doing at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, which is when I'm recording this. But anyway, that is Helter Skelter by the assembly line. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. New episodes of Atari A to Z are on Tuesdays and Atari ST A to Z on Thursdays. Check out atari-a-to-z.wordpress.com for a full archive. Do please also check out my other projects moegamer.net, where I explore Japanese and Japanese-inspired games from yesterday and today, and videopackgames.wordpress.com, which aims to catalogue the small but well-formed library of the Philips G7000 Videopack computer, also known as the Magnavox Odyssey 2. You can also support my work on Patreon or buy me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.